So in Arizona, we have this beautiful landscape where we can really put these field watches to the test. This collection really is like the go-to destination for somebody's first mechanical watch, especially if they're looking for their first daily wear.
So, before we head off on this expedition, I just want to jump in here real quick to let you know this is actually a video from our new channel, Time+Tide Tribe, and you can subscribe to it right now in the description below. This is a space where we aim to create content that is purely created with you, the Time+Tide Tribe, in mind. Time+Tide Tribe is the uninhibited horological playground we will look to grow and hope you will all enjoy. This includes more behind the scenes, colorful, and opinionated content. So, I hope to see you over there. Let's get on with the show. Vamos!
Hamilton has just released a flurry of new configurations, not necessarily new models, but new configurations for a lot of their models in the Khaki Field range. You've got so much variety and size within a collection that really is what many of us here in the industry and many of us, in the collecting community would call one of the best entry-level collections for any person to discover their first mechanical watch. Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 key activities that really test it: air, land, and sea. I'm a New York City kid. I'm not the most extreme sports or activity kind of guy, but we'll make it work. I'm here for you. I do it for you guys, the tribe.
Wait, let's take our foot off the gas for a second. On my wrist was the larger 41mm model of the Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition, which is sold alongside a 37mm size. But in this new configuration, it features a black dial that's paired with a khaki green NATO strap with brown leather accents. The entirely brushed stainless steel case is 41mm in diameter, 11.5mm thick, and 48mm lug to lug across the wrist, effectively the size of a modern Rolex Submariner, but 1mm thinner for reference. Framing the dial is a bi-directional compass bezel, which, if I'm being totally honest, I doubt I would ever actually use. But it at least looks quite cool and rugged, along with giving it an expedition-flavored point of distinction. With a screw-down crown, the watch is rated to be 100 meters water-resistant, and exhibited inside, although the NATO does cover it, is the ETA-based Hamilton H10 automatic movement with 80 hours of power reserve. That's 10 more hours than what a Submariner would offer, and 25 hours more than a modern Seamaster. And it's worth noting that I observed the H10 movement running within cost parameters at +4 seconds per day during my trip. All of this comes at a price of $945 on the NATO and just $100 more on a steel bracelet, making it close to 1/9 of the price of a Submariner and 1/6 of the price of a Seamaster. So it's fair to say you're getting a lot of watch for your dollar here, and I humbly suggest, if this watch interests you, to check it out at our Time+Tide Melbourne Discovery Studio, as we are an authorized dealer of Hamilton watches. But shameless plugs aside, let's get back to the video.
On off-road, alright.
Desert
All right, so I don't have too long because I gotta go get my helmet on, but as you can see, we're here with the dune buggies, the ATVs. We're about to head out and do our sort of road testing for this Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition. This is, I'm certainly not in New York anymore. I mean, you can see this desert landscape. It's just insane, and it just goes on and on for miles and miles. So, wish me luck, and hopefully I don't crash and burn.
Let me get a dust check, boys.
Dust
Let me
check.
say, yeah, dust check. Ooh, that's dusty.
A little dusty. Not too
Dusty.
bad.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
harder
good.
to see with the white, but you can see it on the case, though.
You can see it on my arm.
It's incredible landscape out here. I feel like I'm literally on the set of Yellowstone or any other sort of Western I've ever watched in my life. As a concrete jungle New York City boy, it's not often that I find myself in this sort of desert kind of landscape. But what I will say is throughout this whole journey just now, the dial, even when it's covered in all this sort of dust and sand and whatnot, it's really easy to still read. With the large and legible Arabic numerals, matte black, so very little reflections. It's not like you've got distractions of texture or what have you. Really easy to read, even when I'm bouncing around in the ATV or whatever I'm supposed to call this car thing. I'm not typically a NATO person, but here in Arizona, in this, you know, above 100 Fahrenheit heat, but with the fabric, I just felt like my wrist was really staying sort of cool and constant. This really is, at least for now, like it's a true field watch, guys. This is the real deal. I thought we were going whitewater rafting and really battle testing the watch. It turns out we're having a bit more of a lazy retreat, so we're just gonna, you know, enjoy floating down the river with some paddling. But I will be jumping in the river, and at the very least, I will test that this 100-meter depth rating stands. So stay tuned.
The expedition, man, go.
So good news, of course, as expected, the watch was able to go in the water. It's 100 meters water resistant. That is more than adequate for breaking the surface of the water. Typically we say 50 meters. Yep, thank you, Sean. Typically we say 50 meters is for surface level swimming, and 30 meters is for rain or shower, which I would not advise at all. But 100 meters more than adequate, and yeah, we survived stage 2. All that's left, stage 3, hot air balloon. Stay tuned.
It is currently 3 o'clock in the morning. Or why were we leaving at 3:15 in the morning? Because the key is we're gonna go up so that we're just timing it right with sunrise, which is awesome. And that's, you know, an experience that I can safely infer we will never forget. Yeah, look, I have to be quiet, but I'm fucking excited.
Are you ready for some hot air ballooning?
I am so ready for some hot air ballooning. 3 in the morning is when I wake up anyways. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed here. No, but seriously, I think it's going to be really wonderful to be up in the desert and see the sunrise and be up with the sun, quite literally up with the sun, floating above the landscape and taking it all in. Plus, I think they packed some champagne.
Is everybody in here?
Yes. Always be contented.
It's 5 a.m. It's 5 a.m. All right. A little bit of cuff.
That's why I wore it, you know?
Here's if you guys want to help and put you to work for just a minute. It doesn't pay well, but it's a good photo op, okay?
Volunteers.
I volunteered to help.
I cannot want you guys to do it, so I can.
Get in there and
You're right,
show me
bud. You're
some
good.
wrist.
Yeah. Take about 5 or 10 minutes. Once you get a little bit of air in it, it'll hold itself open.
Until now, I didn't think hot air balloons were real.
Right now we're about 700 feet. So anywhere from the surface up to 3,000 to 5,000 is a general day.
All right, so normally I would say you're in the hot seat, everybody, but we're now in the hot air balloon. So who wants to tell me why the Hamilton Khaki Field Expedition may be the best entry-level field watch you can buy?
The history and the heritage of the brand, you're automatically a part of something that is really, really cool and goes back many, many years. The aesthetics of the piece, classic, it's iconic looking. It is robustly built, and I mean, you can pretty much wear it anywhere and do anything with it, you know. It's definitely one of those like one collection watch pieces. And with the Expedition, you get lost. As long as you can see the sun, you can figure out where you are. Compass bezel.
How do you use a compass bezel?
Be smarter than me.
Look, it's been a phenomenal time here in Arizona. the 3-stage testing, land, air, sea. And of course, this is our last test, the air. And yep, watch is still running, still ticking, as we always expected. We knew this was the case. Look, to the Time+Tide Tribe, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. If you hadn't hit that button, please do, so you can be appraised of the latest watch news, reviews, and content. Oh no, that's my main channel sign off, but whatever. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.